Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ladies Room Talk Show. I'm Clarissa Kenty, your Kingdom Concierge. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a beautiful and wonderful day. I know I did. I was able to kind of get out, hang out, enjoy some of the sunshine outside. And I don't know if it's me, but the sun shines like it's fall. And I can kind of tell, when the sun is shining in the spring and in the fall and in the winter, it just shines differently. And so for some reason, I guess it's just tied in with the weather and how it's feeling. It's really cool out, but it shines a little bit differently for me. I kind of feel it's giving fall vibes for some reason. But nevertheless, it was really a great day. Certainly hope that you had a great day as well. I want to give a big happy birthday to my pumpkin pie, Taylor Kenty. She is also a graduate in the Kenty household. She graduated from the illustrious University of Montevallo. And I'm so excited about that. She graduated with a Bachelor's of Fine Arts. Did a really great job on Saturday. We're so super proud of her. So Taylor, congratulations on your graduation. It's only up from here. And then also happy birthday to you. You had some great things happen to you this weekend. And so I'm so excited. So we've been celebrating with Taylor today. Once we get off the show tonight, we're going to do a little bit more celebration. So it's just a lot to celebrate. I'm so proud of you, Taylor. And I'm so proud of your accomplishments. And I'm so super excited to be your mom. So happy birthday again. And I pray that you will be blessed with many, 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 many more to come. Now, big shout out to our guest on last week. We had Darla Morrison come in. She is the founder and owner of Aging with Excellence. And so she's talking about, listen, we're all are aging. Whatever that looks like to you. I'm aging backwards. So I'm always forever 24. I know there's a store called Forever 21, but I'm Forever 24. So that's my number. I'm sticking with it. But she talked about aging with excellence. And so I thought that was a really good show. And it's a mindset for most people. Some people really have an issue with getting older. I'm good with it. I feel good. I feel excellent. Hey, I mean, nothing is stopping me at the age that I am now. I love it. So, but there are some people who are having some issues with aging. They don't like what they see. They don't like how they feel and some of the other things that come with aging. But if you missed that show on last week, we certainly recommend you go back and check that show out on last week. You can go out to the Ladies Room Talk Show page. That's LADIEZ, the Ladies Room. Go out there, check out that post now and share it on your timeline because there's somebody out there that's getting older. Okay. Obviously that's all of us, but some of us are having some struggles with it and don't really know how to age with excellence. And so it was a great show on last week. So if you missed it, go back and check it out. So now we have a great, great show here tonight. This month is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I'm telling you, there is so many people that's dealing in their mental capacities. They're stressed. They're emotional, they're depressed, oppressed, suppressed, worried, scared, afraid, tons of anxiety, lots of weight that they're carrying, and they don't know how to release it. They don't feel that there are safe spaces out there that will allow them to be able to be free and cast it off of them so that they can really live in a life in abundance without having the weight. And so I'm so excited that I have the curator of Brushes and Balance. And this will actually be the third event with Brushes and Balance and with the same people. So I think that's pretty cool. That says a lot, I guess, about Lemar and I. We're blessed. We must be the bomb.com, but she asked us to come back again. But we'll talk about that when they come into the show. But first, I want to bring in the curator of this event, Latricia Fee-Fee Redmon. Miss Fee-Fee.
What's happening?
How are you, ma'am?
I'm wonderful. How about you? Happy Monday.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We were able to talk a little bit about Brushes and Balance last night, and about the event and what it's all about. And so I want to, if you could, share with the listening audience tonight the purpose of Brushes and Balance, how you came up with this, and then I'll bring Lemar in.
Absolutely. Thank you, Clarissa, for having me on. I really appreciate the access to the ladies' room. So thank you so much.
You got a virtual key. Use it at any time.
Absolutely will. Okay.
And you do.
And we'll continue. But the premise of Brushes and Balance, it came about last year because I was really sitting to see what type of events to do. Because anything I do as far as events and curating certain things, I want to always uplift, inspire, and encourage people, because I know I've needed that and still need that in my life. And so when I was sitting down thinking about some things, and it just really dropped in my spirit to do something for Mental Health Awareness Month, and Brushes and Balance just really fell in me on my lap. And so what it is for anyone who's going through whatever type of mental stress, strain, grief, or whatever it may be that you can't always find the words to verbalize, because oftentimes when we going through stuff, we don't know how to really say it. And we don't know how to put the sentences and the words together, nor do we feel like we have those safe spaces to be able to say, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm feeling like. This is what's going on in my head, And so what I wanted to do was have a blank canvas for whoever to just get it out. And so with Mental Health Awareness Month being what it is, and to be able to help people process what's going on, I think that, doing it through the stroke of the brush on the canvas will help people be able to get out what they can't verbalize.
I like that. When I think about all of the beautiful canvases that were created on the last two sessions that you had, I'll probably say there's been a combination of almost 70 people that has come through Brushes and Balance in some way, fashion, or form, and in some capacity. And to be able to see the different the canvases that they've created was beautiful. And you had some people that come every time you have it. And so to be able to see the different ones that they create based on how they're feeling at that time, I thought that was really neat to see. I want to definitely go ahead and bring Lemar in. I always call him my brother from another mother because people always say we look alike. So I'm going to bring Lemar in because I want to talk about the sound bowls that he does, because it really sets the atmosphere. Hey, cuz. Hey, brother.
What's up, sis? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
Feeling balanced today.
Yeah, I know, right? I feel brushed even.
Feeling brushed and balanced.
Yeah. When I put that makeup on, I feel brushed.
It's crazy because I was walking at the park. In my older age, I really enjoy like long walks in the park for real. So when I got off work, I went to Railroad Park and just walked. And it was just so beautiful. You know what I mean? And then to know that we're going to be on here tonight to talk about balance and stress and, all the important things surrounding mental health. That's something that I've been doing for myself. You know what I mean? So I think it's important that everybody finds that thing they need to do for themselves outside of your spouse, outside of your kids, outside of everybody else. You got to focus on you first.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. And it's intentional. It's doing it with intention. It's saying, hey, I'm going to set aside time for me. I'm going to block off this time for me, for solitude, for mental balance. And coming to Brushes and Balance, that's an intentional move. You have to say, listen, I'm going to invest in myself. I am worth whatever the tickets are. I'm worth that. And I'm also worth set aside at least 3 hours of my time in this day just to center myself and to get focus and really turn inward. And I think people are afraid of that.
And one thing you just said too was time, right?
Yeah.
When you ask people, hey, why don't you do it? I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
And, when you really think about that, you saying you don't have the time for yourself.
For yourself.
But everything that you're doing is for somebody else.
Absolutely.
Everything that you're doing, you're working, if you got a family or whatever, you're working to help the family to, or the job, or you're stressing yourself out because your employee got all these deadlines. You're doing all of this for somebody else. You would work overtime.
Right.
Yeah, for somebody else.
For somebody else, but you won't take the minimum time for yourself. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But, I think it's kind of the makeup of who we are. Because you have all three of us. We are in a line of work where we're constantly helping somebody.
Right.
All three of us. And so that's the makeup of what we do, and by being business owners, all three of us are entrepreneurs. So even the time that we have, it's harder for us being entrepreneurs, trying to set aside time than someone working an 8 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The time doesn't stop. You know,
Right.
vacations don't really come, and holidays, what are those? So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but we too have to set aside that time. Fee-Fee, you had something to say. You were going to say something.
Yeah, no, I'm just piggybacking off what he said. Every time I ask someone, when are you going to do it? Why you don't get your massages? You know, all these things. Or when the last time you had a massage? Or maybe 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, maybe. And I'm like, sir, ma'am, you know, the same way you take care of your vehicle, that car, that truck, that whatever. You go get your oil changed, your tires rotated, all the things for that vehicle. This right here is your purpose vehicle. This is what gets you around. This is what allows you to do for others. But you need to do for yourself, because if this vehicle goes down, I mean, come on. So I've always stressed that to people, like, take care of yourself. You got to be and being in that space. It's not selfish to the point like I'm not going to help nobody else, but you got to at least make sure you take out time for yourself.
Right.
Please take out time for yourself.
I have heard that the numbers have increased as it relates to people going to therapy because of anxiety. And it's not really some of the other clinical things that we know that are out there. It's really based on day-to-day things that's causing a lot of stress, that's very weighty, and that they just really don't know how to navigate through issues. Hey, say it loud for the people in the back.
And these phones, man, we stay connected, you know, especially with everything that's going on right now in the world. We staying connected. We're chiming in every time something happens. I had a client, she was so stressed to the point that she was losing weight. It was physically starting to affect her. And I was like, what's going on? Well, you know, Lemar, you know, this going on, you know, the war. And then I said, well, what can you do about it right now? You know, she's like, yeah, we just got to prepare. And I was like, okay, prepare how you want to prepare, but stressing, like you've been overly stressed, you're wasting away. It's like you're not preparing yourself for war. We was going to war, you know what I mean? So, but you know, you're stressing yourself out, you know, and it can take that effect on your body. You know, we talk about brushes and balance and what Fee-Fee is bringing to the table with this event. It just allows people to get out of their minds, right? To get out of their minds or whatever that's on their mind, put it on their canvas, you know, get it out, de-stress, whatever. You don't have to be an artist, you know, you don't have to be Picasso. Well, Picasso actually kind of did anything, though, didn't he? But anyway, but just get it on the canvas. You know, get it out of your mind, get it out of your body, and get it onto that canvas.
Right.
Absolutely. That's the important thing. That's why I wanted to do it, because many people, again, don't know how to verbalize it, and they're going through so much, and they're just walking around heavy and broken and all these things. And I'm like, I want people to know that there's safe spaces that you can just let go and breathe and just have a moment for yourself, and know that there's no judgment about what your picture comes out looking like. Because I mean, like you said, it can be one person had pretty much all black on their thing. Most of them, like, we need some more black for the other people, but they needed the black to express what was going on within themselves. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, it's not, like you said, it's not about a pretty picture. It's not about being a professional with what you got going on. It's all about releasing from your soul what you've been carrying since a child, since teenage years, young adult, all the things, you know, that you have not been able to talk to anyone about or trust someone else with that. You know what's on that canvas, and you know why you had to put that on that canvas. And I mean, walk away knowing that I'm not going to put this back on me. I'm going to leave it on the canvas as a reminder of what I've been through, let go, and I'm moving into a new phase, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I last year, you know, everybody knows now my mom passed away last year. And one of the things that I remember very distinctively about my mom is her eyes. And my mom just had really beautiful big eyes, and they were hazel. And so that's what I would always remember about her. And so that was going to have, I had opportunity to paint. I just didn't have a chance to paint my canvas because I really needed to get a lot out. But what I thought to be interesting is that my son came at the last
Mhm.
one, and he ended up painting the exact picture that I was going to paint. And
Oh
we
Wow.
wow,
did not talk about it, and we did not discuss it.
Hmm.
wow,
I
wow.
thought that
That's
was
awesome.
really, yeah, that
Yeah.
was interesting.
And
Hmm.
when you think about that, and you talk about, so of course we're going to be doing some sound therapy,
Right.
and you
Yeah.
talk about vibrating on the same
Hmm.
frequency. You and your
Hmm.
son are that close,
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And that just shows like the frequency that both of you guys was on. You didn't discuss it. It was
Mm-mm.
just
Hmm.
an energetic thing, and he put exactly what you were thinking
Hmm.
onto his canvas. That's amazing.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
amazing.
that's amazing.
it was something. And
Yeah.
then, the last ones that we've had, people have cried, people
Mhm.
have released an emotion, because at one point, at some point, everything was taking place at the same time,
Yeah.
Mm.
especially when it comes to the sound bowls and the painting. And so
Mhm.
all of that was just kind of going on at the same time. And I know that people being able to release, they were just free and safe to cry. That
Mhm.
I'm not a crier per se, but to be able to be in that space, it creates even the toughest girl that's not a
Right.
crier and like, well, why my eyes are sweating? What's this stuff coming out of my
Yeah.
eyes? I'm that person. But
Yeah.
it was a safe space for that.
And some of the men were crying too. I saw them over there. One guy was like at the first one, he and his wife were like over in the corner. They were there to kind of like help out with certain things, but they sat and they did it, and he was like bawling his eyes out. And he was like, I didn't know I really needed this. So it's not about just women. It's about everyone coming and pouring out what you need to pour out onto that canvas and getting that healing. Lemar, if you don't mind, can you, because some people are not too sure about what the sound
Mhm.
bowls really mean. Some people have their
Mhm.
thoughts about, oh, it's, that's witchcraft or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Can you give
What?
explanation?
You heard that before?
You have to.
It's very, very interesting in today's society how we come up with these things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like we're using quartz bowls. People refer to them crystal bowls, and I don't know
Mhm.
if it's that is what's transpiring to people. Like, oh, they're
Mhm.
using crystal bowls. Is this witchcraft?
Right. Yeah.
That's not the only instrument that we use, right?
Hmm.
So just to break it down a little bit, sound is all the way around us. Frequency is
Hmm.
all around us. Just like I was explaining to Clarissa and her son, you can
Hmm.
vibrate on the same frequency with another person without the sound because everything gives off a frequency.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
instruments give off a frequency.
Hmm.
So one of the things that's important to remember is that the concept of entrainment, right? So what
Hmm.
that is save your what happens when back that thing up by Juvenile comes on,
Hmm.
right? What
Yeah.
happens in the club? Everybody gets on the same
Hmm. Yep.
page. Everybody start dancing because that's the song of the era, right?
Yeah.
That's entrainment. So when something
Yeah.
comes on, entrainment is when you have an outside influence that comes and disrupts your frequency and it
Hmm.
causes you to vibrate with them. That's
Hmm. Hmm.
entrainment, right? So
Yeah.
what we do with the sound bowls is intentional. We use a certain frequency to entrain your brain to relax.
Hmm.
So back that thing up, gonna get you crunk. You play a little
Right.
jazz music, that might relax you a little bit. When you're
Yeah.
driving, depending on what you're listening to, can
Right.
Yeah.
determine how fast you drive.
Yeah. That's right.
Hey,
All
Absolutely.
of that.
Lamar,
Hmm.
and the where them fans that make you want to grab your fan.
Hmm.
And
And
them
it's and
boots.
see, like for me, it's
Them
reggae
boots.
music. When reggae
Yeah.
music comes on, my body is going to move. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? It's
right.
just something about the rhythm and the
Mm.
beats. It's
Yeah.
scientific. It's a lot of science behind it. So
Yeah.
what we
Hmm.
do in the sound bath and what we're going to be doing at Brushes and Balance, we're going to use the crystal bowls. I have a Himalayan bowls. We have chimes. I have a gong. What else am I bringing?
Are you gonna
Buffalo
bring the ocean?
drum. Yes, the buffalo drum and the ocean drum is the
Yeah.
favorite. And
Yeah.
all of these instruments are designed to put your brain in a state. We're coming from a busy state, a
Okay.
beta state, right? to an alpha state of mind. Beta is that busy, is what we're doing all day. You know what I'm saying? We're going to work, picking up kids, dropping them off, cooking dinner. We're living in this beta state. But when I use these instruments, it's taking your brain waves from that beta to that alpha
Mhm.
state, right?
Mhm.
It's taking you
Yeah.
from that fight or flight to rest and digest. And that's
Yeah.
what we want to do. The instruments are specifically designed to do that, to get you in that
Mhm.
state of relaxation, creativity, get you in the state of creativity as well,
Mhm.
so that whatever is inside of you, and you don't have to do anything, but listen, the
Right.
vibrations will do all the work for you.
Right.
The
Mhm.
interesting thing about the bowls, the crystal bowls, is that the vibration you don't only hear with your ears, but it actually goes through your body,
Mm.
right? So these
Yeah.
vibrations, our body is made up of what, 70% water.
Mhm.
These actually help bring your body back into homeostasis or back into balance. So
Mhm.
it decreases stress,
Yeah.
decreases your heart rhythm, decreases blood pressure, all of that. So your brain can get to this alpha state of relaxation and creativity to do the
Mhm.
things that you need to do.
Right.
So in a
Thank
nutshell, that's kind of what sound therapy is.
you. Mm. Mhm.
That's the purpose of it. But I also be
Mhm.
doing a guided meditation, so I like to do that as well,
Mhm.
um, just to help guide people into that state of relaxation. Because some of
Yeah.
us, we are type A personalities. Some of us are type A personality, and it's a little harder. It take a little bit more time, a little bit more patience to get you to that state of relaxation. But the
Yeah.
combination can help get you there faster.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then, of
Good.
course,
Thank
Fee-Fee singing, and then
Mhm.
Clarissa coming in with the positive affirmations. It's
Yeah.
really setting an environment of
Mm.
peace and harmony,
Right.
right?
Absolutely.
And you feel it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can feel it when you come into that space.
Mhm. Mhm. Thank you. I really appreciate
Hmm.
that because I want
Yeah.
people to know. I don't. A lot of people are afraid of something different, something new. So I wanted it to
But they
be
ain't afraid of
explained.
Cardi B. They turn into
Dang,
Megan Thee Stallion and they Cardi B and just
that-
be. I'm like, so you think you think me playing this music that'll help you go to sleep is
yeah,
demonic when you
yeah,
got a lady on here talking about it's demon time
yeah.
and you bobbing and weaving to it. I mean, I'm like, I'm confused.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? So that
Yeah.
really confuses me when I get
Mhm.
approached. I rarely get approached with that now, but
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
do. Some people are still very hesitant. My
Yeah.
mother-in-law, for instance, she lives with us,
Mhm.
and she was very hesitant, very religious woman,
Mhm.
and
Mm.
she was very hesitant to let me do the sound bath for her. But
Mm.
she's had like 4 strokes
Yeah.
and but has very high blood pressure. And I
Mm.
had to send her the science. I sent her a YouTube video. They talk about
Mm.
how sound therapy, they're using sound therapy in hospitals now because they've seen it decrease heart rates, decrease high blood pressure, and all these other things, right? They actually found that it helps people with Alzheimer's regain their memory. So,
Mm.
so I sent her the video because she's a very smart woman as well. And then she's like, all right, let's do it. So
Yeah.
we went to my living room
Mm.
and set it up. And the whole time I had my massage table out and I had my bowls, the whole setup. The whole time she's on the table like this praying.
Yeah. Oh
She was
God.
fighting.
Yeah.
She was fighting. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I don't know what this is. So
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Plead the blood of Jesus against you, huh?
yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know what this is. So I was just, I'm doing my thing. And
Mhm.
then I had put 2 Himalayan bowls by her head, and I hit one of them one time. Her body shook, and she just went straight to sleep.
Mm. Yeah.
And when I tell you, I'm a massage therapist as well. Y'all know this, but for the people out there, I incorporate this into my massages, and what
Mhm.
I've seen is remarkable. And like I've been doing the sound therapy for like the last 5 years, and
Mhm.
the effect that it has on people's bodies and brains and
Mhm.
state is just
Yeah.
it's unexplainable. But
Yeah.
anyway, we're going back to my mother-in-law. She
Mhm.
was out. So I
Mm.
continue to do my thing around her body. I use tuning forks and everything like that. And then when
Mhm.
she got up, I told her to check her blood pressure. Her blood pressure
Mm.
was below normal.
Wow.
And she just looked
Wow.
at me. But what
Yeah.
she told me, she was like, I just don't want to put anything before God. I'm like,
Mm.
this
God made
this
the
is
sound. Yeah.
So when you look at do you look at these monasteries and the monks
Hmm.
and these all these, so even the church, we have this
Hmm.
big bell,
Hmm.
all of that sends off a vibration. All
Does.
of that
Hmm.
is very purposeful and
Yeah.
used for
Absolutely.
prayer and
Hmm.
meditation. It sets a tone in the
Yeah.
house, you know. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
anywhere you go, like the spas and all these things, they have those same frequencies.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, they're
Hmm.
the same frequencies, the
Yeah.
Yeah.
same sound, the same music
Yep.
that
Yeah.
relaxes you. And I
Hmm.
remember Lemar, when I went to one of your sessions, I was supporting a friend of mine who's a fitness trainer. She had to speak at UAB. And
Hmm.
that was my first time going. I was like your mother-in-law. I said,
Hmm.
"Oh, wait a minute.
Oh
Wait a
yeah.
minute." And so she was like, Kenji, she called me my last name. She said, Kenji, come on in here. Kenji's gonna be fine. I already did the research on da da da. I said, oh boy. And I was like your mother-in-law. I was praying, covering, all of that. And I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
no Lamar. I said, that's the only thing. I know him. So I
Hmm.
feel
Mm.
pretty safe because I know Lamar. But
And
when
that's important that you said that,
yeah,
Right.
because it's
Yeah.
all about intention, right?
Extension. That's telling someone.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's all about intention, because guess what? God made everything on this earth,
right.
Yeah. Hmm.
but it's about your intention on how you use it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know some pastors they got bad intentions.
Come on.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's all about intention when you're using anything,
Anything.
right? So yeah,
Yeah, it's like fire. Fire is neutral.
yeah,
Fire
Hmm.
can burn you and kill you, but fire can also refine you and purify you.
great
Yeah.
example. Yeah,
Okay.
Come on,
great example.
preacher. Preacher.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you
See
feel
la la
it?
la, oh, sa la la, sa la la la.
I felt
Mm.
oh
Preacher
yeah.
gonna preach.
Come
The
on.
preacher gonna preach. But yeah, that's
Hey, you
absolutely.
need to notice that we are very kingdom people.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
think that's what people need to know. And that provides a safe space as well. We're
Absolutely.
not, we believe God, we serve him, we represent him in everything that we do.
Oh
And
Yeah.
yes.
so, and even in that day, and I think that's why people were able to really get what they needed, because I believe God showed up in the building and was
Yeah.
able to allow people to be free
Yeah.
Hmm.
in that. And so, and you said something earlier about meditation. I remember years ago, Fee-Fee, when I implemented meditation into my life, and I
Hmm.
felt like, oh, I can do 15 minutes of meditation. I'll start low. I'll do 15. I could meditate for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
2.
hey, 15 minutes is good for a beginner.
Oh my
That's a
God.
long,
Exactly.
that's a long time.
That's wrong. 2 was long. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Everything would filter in. I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm concerned about this. I got to do this. What about this? Did I remember this? All these things just started coming in when I was trying to meditate. And so I had to really work hard to silence the noise, is what I call it. It's just really
Absolutely.
silence the noise. And so when I went to the session that you did at UAB,
Mhm.
eventually everything around me just got silent.
Mhm.
Everything got silent. And I was just really able to meditate. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was relaxed. And I think I started hearing you say something about, okay, now you're gonna start coming back, slowly come back to yourself. And I'm like, what? Where did I go?
Eh,
But
So that's what's so amazing
yeah,
about this, because oftentimes you don't even realize
Yeah.
that you was gone
yeah,
Hmm.
until I'm bringing you back.
yeah.
But you know,
Mm.
this is a day-to-day thing. It's called a trance. We fall into
Mm.
trances all the time, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
You ever been on a freeway driving and you got
Mhm.
tree,
Don't
tree,
know how you
tree, house, tree, tree,
You
tree,
remember how
house,
you
tree,
got home?
and then you like, hold on, what? I missed my exit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you all those trees and houses back to back put you in a trance state, and you was
Mhm.
just enjoying the beauty of the day. You know,
Right.
we
Mm.
fall into those things all the time,
All the
but
time.
this is intentional. It's a
Yeah.
Intention.
guided trance. Yeah.
Right.
So,
And it's sacred and it's a safe
hmm,
space.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that when you said something about blood pressure, a lot of people on blood pressure medication, a lot of people dealing with things with their blood pressure because of one of the things I call implosion, is that they're imploding. They're taking the things that they're dealing with and pushing it down. And when you press, that's pressure that you're pressing down. And it eventually is going to cause your blood pressure to go up because
Mm.
it defies the law of gravity in the spiritual world. That's not what
Mm.
we're supposed to do. And so I like the fact that to be able to implement brushes and balance as an opportunity for people to really be able to pull, lower those cortisol levels, lower that blood pressure, get into that space to where you can just relax and just leave everything that concerns you on the outside of the door. So we won't come in and mess up Miss B's venue at the Epic Center, which is where we're going to be having this. So Fee-Fee, listen, tell everyone where we'll be having the brushes and balance on this Saturday. It will be this Saturday at 12 noon. So tell them a little bit more about the logistics of that.
Yes, it's going to be at the Epic Center, 3rd Avenue West. And that is owned by Mrs. V and Ed. And so it's going to be a wonderful event. So if you want a ticket, I do have maybe like 3 more tickets left. I thought I had given them all away, but the tickets are on sale for $15. Name your own price and up. Let's do the and up. Bless him. And so
up.
So one thing that I learned about is when you find something that's valuable, you're willing to pay for it.
Right. Pay for it.
So it's all about how you value this experience.
Absolutely.
Of course, Fee-Fee doing this at $15 is it's a giveaway. You know what I mean? So this is a very valuable experience. I'll tell you this, last week I charged somebody $1,200 for 30 minutes of this. So, for you to come in at $15, this is a very valuable experience. And you got these professionals up here that's been in this game for a long time.
Right.
And, to come in and receive this and receive a break from all the stresses in your life is very valuable.
Absolutely.
So, let's do the and up.
And up. My hashtag is only up from here. Come on now.
She did.
But, sometimes I don't want price to be a factor for people who really need the experience. So that's why I look for sponsors or someone who can purchase a few tickets to give away, because I do know that everybody don't have the financial, thing to be able to come. Now, if you know you have it, then don't get the free ticket. Let somebody else get the free ticket who needs it. But I know that people are definitely going through a lot. And if they can get in the door for this experience to be able to release and receive what they need, then that's my prayer. That's my purpose. That's the intent of the event. Of course, the financial gain will be great, because there are bills to pay and things of that nature. But the purpose is for people to be healed and to be whole and to know that there is a way to get out what they are holding on to because they don't know how to say it with their words. So I want them to be able to do that canvas. And so I appreciate you both being willing to be a part of this again. I think
thanks for having me.
Absolutely. V was saying last night, maybe doing some follow-ups throughout the year, and just checking on the people who did the drawings and see how they are right, in that moment. If they put it back on them to get off the canvas and put it back in your mind and your heart and your soul, or if you moving forward with that. So we may implement that, maybe like something, I don't know, but yeah, I just want people to be healed. I want people to be free. I want people to know that there's a way to get out of this mental bondage, and because I know how it feels to be there, and so I know that others walking around here being broken and shackled in their minds, their souls, their bodies, even that needs to be free.
Right, absolutely. Fee-Fee, let's talk just very briefly, because I didn't want to keep you guys past 30 minutes, but we need to talk about the professional licensed counselor that will be in the building on Saturday, along with Robert, which is live music. I forgot to talk about them because they will be there as well.
Miss Ann Hilton, she's going to be talking about some of the things from the counseling perspective for those who need to find ways to be able to release and have an outlet with that as well. So I wanted her to come on today, but scheduling conflicts, but she's going to really be a great asset to that from the mental health profession. And then also, of course, Robert Jones Jr., who's my little brother, amazing musician, gonna do some really live, great guitar playing. He's the guitar player for October London. He's been on the road with Patti LaBelle and so many other great musicians and songwriters that we know and singers we know. We also have, again, I have to plug in our community sponsor, Sheriff Mark Petway. He sponsored this event as he did last year as well. Also, my brother Dion Wright of Southern Flames over in Fairfield. He also sponsored. Also, we have some vendors in the house going to be there. Ezekiel Morgan going to be there with his mental health platform. Also, juicing and all the things. I don't have the list in my face, but it's going to be some, people in there. So come out. Also, prepared to buy a little juice or spend some money with some folks, especially if you're getting it free. It bless him. So yeah, let's do that to support others' businesses. And so I wanted to make sure I shouted out those sponsors and vendors as well.
Okay, excellent. I love it. Guys, listen, this is going to be a great event. Again, Brushes and Balance is where you need to be on this Saturday at 12 noon at the Epic Center. It's going to be a plethora of things that will take place. We got Lemar the sound bowls. Fee-Fee, I hope, is going to be singing. She usually does surprise us with a few notes. And I will be doing your affirmations as well. Of course, you did hear that Robert is going to be in the building. Someone that has played with October London and all these famous people out there. He is the bomb.
We famous now, ain't we?
Don't tell him, we big time.
We famous now.
And Brandon Hicks going to be doing the lunch. He did the lunch last year. He's going to be doing it this year as well. So
and it was good.
They enjoyed his food, so definitely,
yeah, it was good. So she's taking care of everything, guys. We're going to paint. We're going to have mental therapy. We're going to listen to some songs. We're going to listen to live music and have some really great food and network. Really going to be able to connect with some other people that are there, and most importantly, have an opportunity for you to get everything that's in you out on that canvas, so you can be free, you can be whole, and you can be changed. The goal is that you will leave differently than the way you came. So Fee-Fee, Lemar, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me inside the ladies' room here tonight. I want to give a big shout out to Shavonda, who always comes into the ladies' room every Monday. Preston, we call him Uncle P, in the building. Thanks for checking us out tonight. Then Ezekiel Morgan, who will be one of your guests on next week on Saturday, right? He's going to be there Saturday, a vendor.
Vendors, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us inside the Ladies Room Talk Show here tonight. Remember, get to Brushes and Balance is where you need to be. Go to www.brushesandbalance.com. Go ahead that and get your ticket, $15 and up, and up. We want you to up on that price. So bless the curator and bless the vision that she has in store. So guys, listen, we'll see you this Saturday, 12 o'clock noon at the Epic Center. Go ahead and get those tickets. Get one for you and yourself. Last year, we had several organizations that came, 4 and 5 women in the group. Men came. So it's not just for women, it's for men too. So go out there and just make it a day. It's really going to be a nice time. So guys, we'll look forward to seeing you Saturday. Have a wonderful and safe evening. Stay the course and be safe. Good night.
Bye.
Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa.